everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing well today. So in today's lesson we are going to create a simple table view app just like this one, okay, where you can see some tennis players, okay, well known, I think. So we are going to create this app, and when a player is clicked, the app proceeds to the detail view displaying their picture along with a short bio about them. So let's get started. Okay, cool. Okay, so first of all we are going to launch Xcode. Okay, just be sure to be running Xcode 11, okay, and be using SwiftUI in this tutorial. Okay, we will be using SwiftUI in this tutorial. Okay, so let's start from scratch so you can see how to start to run a SwiftUI app immediately. So first, open Xcode as said before and click on create new Xcode project, just like that. Okay, you're going to choose single view app. Okay, name your app. So I'm going to call it table view app tennis. Maybe it's too long, but anyway, we don't care about that, it's a detail. Okay, table view app tennis en. Okay, and fill out the text field like me. However, at the bottom, make sure that you use SwiftUI and not storyboard. Okay, then you can create your project, okay, and save it onto your Mac, just like me. So now Xcode will automatically create a file for you called contentview.swift, okay, and the amazing part is that it will show you a live preview of your code to the right hand side as shown below. Okay, just click resume. You can close this side. Okay, so as you can see, we have our preview. Okay, so if you don't see the preview, you will need to hit the resume button as I did in the preview canvas. Now let's start seeing how we can modify this file to create our app. Okay, first let's create the list view for displaying a list of all the tennis players, including the profile photos and description. Okay, let's see how this can be done. So as you can see in the generated code, we have already a text component, okay, with the value set to hello world. In the code editor, change the value of the code to Roger Federer, okay, for instance. You should see your canvas on the right update automatically, but sometime it could take some times. Okay, so just be patient or click there. Okay, and normally the text will change just like that. Cool. So now let's add another text view to our app. Okay, so here you're going to write text. This will be the short description of the player. Drag the view title text and drop it underneath our initial text view as shown below. Okay, just like that. Notice the code on the left. Okay, here you can see that the new text view was added underneath our Roger Federer text view. Okay, what's different is that it seems to have wrapped it in something called VStack. Okay, a VStack is short for vertical stack. Okay, and it is the replacement of auto layout in SwiftUI. Now change the text of placeholder to Switzerland, okay, which is his nationality, Switzerland, like this. Okay, next let's add an image to the left of this text. Okay, so since we want to arrange a view horizontally to the existing view, we need to wrap the VStack in an Hstack. Okay, so to do this, press command click, okay, on the VStack in your code, just like that, okay, and then choose embed in H stack, okay, for horizontal stack. Take a look at it below, okay, just like that. Cool. There are no distinctive changes in our automatic preview, but let's add an image now. Change your code to look like this, okay. So we're going to search for an image object, okay, and drag it like that. Okay, here we're going to call it simply system name photo, okay. Cool. Okay, now let's focus on some minor design issues. Since we want to emulate the look and feel of a table, of a UI table row, let's align the text to the left, okay. To do that, press command click on the V stack, okay, like this, and click on show SwiftUI inspector, okay. Select the left alignment, okay, icon as shown below, okay. Cool. You'll see the code change to the following, okay, and you also see your live preview change to reflect the new changes, okay. Cool. So now, since our second text view is a headline, okay, let's change the font to reflect this. So just like before, press command click on the Switzerland text view in the live preview or in the code, and click on show SwiftUI inspector, and here we're going to change the font to sub headline, okay, and watch both the live preview and your code change, okay. So also the color, we're going to select maybe blue, no, not blue, maybe gray, okay, just like that. Cool. Now that we are done designing the simple row, here comes to the magic part. Watch how easy it's to create a list. Press command click on our H stack, okay, and click on embed in list, okay. And here, as you can see, our code will automatically change, and our canvas will reflect 5 beautiful new rows, each showing Roger Federer as the tennis player, okay. Also be sure to note how the list was created in the code. By removing the H stack and replacing with a reiterating list, we were able to create a table view, okay. However, we are far from done. Let's add some real data to our new list, okay. So the data we need is a list of the tennis players and their bios, along with a folder of all their images, okay. You can download the files you need in the link below the video. You should find 2 files named player.swift and tennis.xc assets, okay. Once downloaded, import both the Swift file and the asset folder into your Xcode project, okay. To import them, simply drag them to the project navigator, and then simply save these 2 files, okay. Cool. I don't know why it's in double, so I'm going to delete quickly. Okay, now we're good to go. Sorry for the inconvenience. So in player.swift, okay, so here we can close our canvas. We declare a structure, okay, called player, and have it conform to the identifiable protocol, okay. You'll see why this is important later. We also define its variables as id. Sorry guys, I'm trying to understand. Okay, I think maybe it will be better to import the images in the assets.exe assets. Okay, so we're going to delete this remove reference. Okay, and we will work with that. Cool. So in the player.swift file, as I was saying, we declare a structure called player and have it conform to the identifiable protocols. You will see why this is important later. Okay, we also define its variable as id, name, headline, and bio, and image name. Finally, we include some test data that will be used in our app. So go back to content.view.swift and modify your code to look like this. Okay, so first of all, we are going to create an array, okay, with all the players. So var players is an array, okay, of type players, okay, and it is empty at the beginning. Okay, just like that. Cool. Then here we're going to say that it displays our players, okay, and we're going to call it test data. Okay, so we are defining a new variable named players, which is an empty array of the structure player. As said before, since we are defining a new variable to our structure content view, we need to change the content view previews as well to reflect this change. We set the parameter players to our test data. Okay, there won't be any change in our live preview because we haven't used our test data. To display the test data, modify the code like this. Okay, so here players, okay, here player, image will be player dot image name. Okay, here player dot name, here player dot headline. Okay, here we make sure the content view to use the players list for displaying the data on screen. Okay, so here if I press resume, normally we should have, as you can see, we should have our players. Okay, cool. So as you can see, the images are in square shape. We'd like them to have more of a rounded and circular look. Let's see how we can make a rounded corner image. In the top right corner, press the plus button, okay, and click the second tab here. This should show a list of layout modifiers that you can add to the views. Okay, so search for corner radius, okay, drag it over to our live preview and drop it on the image. Just like that. Okay, you should see the code and the live preview change to something different. Okay, so as you can see, the borders are rounded, but we're going to change the value to 40 to get a nice circle. Cool. This way you will achieve a nice and circular profile picture. Okay, the cell and the list are all done now. So what we need to do next is present a detailed view when a user taps on a cell. Let's start building the navigation. So for SwiftUI, wrapping the list view in a navigation view is also very easy. All you need to do is to change the code a little bit. Okay, so here we're going to write navigation view, okay, and open curly brackets, and then you just select all this part, cut it, and paste it just like that. So by default, the navigation bar doesn't have a title. Your preview should move the list down, leaving a very large gap in the middle. Okay, this is because we haven't set the navigation bar's title. To fix that, we can set the title by adding one simple line. Okay, just here, navigation bar title. Okay, and we can write ATP ATP players, just like that. And if you want to put some emoji, you can press on your keyboard Control Command space, okay, and just select this ball. Okay, cool. We can now press try again. Okay, and as you can see, we have a very nice navigation bar title. Okay, next let's set up the navigation button. Navigation button presents a destination, which is a view that presents on the navigation stack. Just like how we wrap the list in a navigation view, we need to wrap the content of the list, okay, with a navigation button as shown below. So okay, so I'm going to write just here navigate, but the SwiftUI has changed navigation button by navigation link. Okay, then open curly brackets, and you're going to copy paste all this portion. Okay, just like that. But I have forgotten something here. You have to open parentheses, okay, and select this one. Okay, so destination will be a text, so it's player dot name, and I think we can delete this part, and normally we are good to go. Yes, perfect, cool. We simply shows the name of the tennis player in the detail view. Now is the time to test it out. In the current preview mode, you can't interact with the view. Normally when you click on the automatic preview, it just highlights the code. In order to test and interact with the UI, you need to press the play button here at the bottom right corner. Okay, the view will go dark and you may need to wait for a couple of seconds for the whole simulator to load before you can actually interact with the views. Okay, once it finishes loading, you should be able to click on a cell and it will navigate to a new view in the stack that displays the name of the selected player. Okay, so before moving on to the implementation of the detailed view, let me show you a nifty trick that will help you making your code more legible. Okay, press command click to navigation link, okay, here, and choose extract subview. Okay, and boom, you can see that the entire code in navigation link has been created into a brand new structure, okay, that makes it very legible. Rename extract view to player cell. Okay, so here you can press Control and click on the button and click on Refactor. Here, player cell, press enter. Cool. And in the content view, add the missing parameter by changing the line to player dot player, okay, and here navigation what's going wrong? Okay, here I just forgot to write let player to be type of player, okay, and now normally it should work. Yes, navigation bar title, okay, and you can write tennis or ATP player. Okay, cool. Players even. That's it. We have our list and cells as all well designed and laid out. Next, we're going to build a detailed view that will show all the information of the player. Okay, so let's create a new file. New here file, okay, under user interface here select SwiftUI view and name this file player detail, just like that. Okay, you can see in the automatic preview that our basic view has been created. Okay, first click on the plus button and drop an image above the text view. Okay, so image, go back in the first section and select image. Okay, either here, okay, and actually it creates a VStack. Okay, cool. Set the name of the image to Roger Federer. Okay, cool. So Roger's picture should show up. Now modify your code to look like below. Okay, so press command click on image, okay, and select show SwiftUI inspector. Here add a modifier and you're going to select clip shape. Okay, this one. Okay, cool. Then you are going to click back on image and select show SwiftUI inspector and select overlay. Okay, so where is it? This one, overlay. Okay, and into the parentheses we're going to write circle, okay, to create an object. Then stroke, this one here, you can write color dot red, and here put 5 for the line width. Okay, cool. And finally we're going to insert also a shadow, and its value will be we can let it to 10. Cool. Then the text will be Roger Federer. Here we're going to change the font style to title. Cool, very cool. So you should be able to follow the code, but in case you can, don't worry. Okay, normally you should be good. You should be good to do that. Okay, so we also need to add 2 more text views, headline and bio. Drag in 2 text views below the player name text view and let's edit them. Okay, so we're going to do that twice, and we are now good to go. Then here I'm going to write his nationality, so he's Swiss, Switzerland, just like that. And here copy its bio, which is here. Okay, okay, now here. Okay, cool. So the good news is that we have our text views present. The bad news is it looks bad and doesn't really show the difference between a headline and a biographical description. Furthermore, the bio text view doesn't display the whole text correctly, properly. Let's fix these issues one by one. So we're going to update our code. Okay, so first of all, here you are going to change the font style of the headline, okay, to subheadline. Okay, and for the bio we're going to select headline, okay, and multi-line text alignment, okay, just like that. And one more thing, okay, the line limit will be fixed to 50. Press enter. Cool. So first we set the Switzerland to be a font weight of subheadline. Similarly, we set the bio text view to the font weight of headline. Okay. We also center the text here. So just right center. Okay. And let's fix the next problem. So we need to display the entire text of the bio text view. This can be easily done by adding this line of code. Okay, line limit. So everything looks good. There's one last design change I want to make. The headline and the bio text views are rather too close to each other. I'd like to have some space in between these two text views. Also, I'd like to add some paddings to all the views such that they're not hugging the edges of the device. Make sure you change the code like me. Okay, so here you can write divider. Okay, and then here you can write padding. Cool. So we've made a couple of changes here. Adding a divider is just as simple as calling divider here. To add padding to the entire vertical stack, we just have to call padding at the end of the vstack declaration. Okay, here. That's all. Congratulations, you finally completed the detail view. What's left is connecting our list to the detail view. This can be quite simple. Okay, to pass data we need to declare some parameter in our player detail structure here. So var name to be type of string, var headline to be type of string, var bio to be type of string. Okay, just like that. These are the parameters we'll pass from our content view. Okay, so replace now the text occurrences with these parameters. Okay, so here name, headline, and here bio. Okay, and here we can write navigation board title to be a type of text, okay, with name simply, and then display mode is inline. Cool. So we replace the name of the image with our variable name. We also replace the name of the player with our variable name. We replace our headline text with our variable headline. Finally, we also replace our long paragraph of text with our variable bio. Okay, we also add a new line of code that will set the title of the navigation bar to the name of our player. Last but not least, we need to add the missing parameter to our structure. Okay, here. Cool. So in the above code, we add the missing parameters and fill in the information with what we had earlier. Okay, this line of code means that whatever code is wrapped within these commands will only be shown in the preview for debugging purposes. In your final app, it won't be there. Okay, resume your automatic preview. Okay, nothing should change since we still have the same information, but make sure that you are able to preview player detail before moving on to the next step. Cool, just like that. So our final step is to link this view to our list. Switch over to the content view.swift. Okay, file. All you need to do is change one line of code in the player cell here. Structure, change the navigation link, okay, code to the following: player detail, open parentheses, and here it's player dot name, player dot headline, and here player dot bio, just like that. Okay, instead of presenting a text view with the player name, we need to change the destination to that of player detail while filling in the appropriate details. Your code should now look like this. Okay, so click the play button on the live canvas and interact with the view. If all works well, it should work exactly as expected. Okay, simply choose one of the tennis player. Okay, and then you should see the player details in the detail view. Okay, so thank you guys. This was a pretty huge tutorial, but it presents the basics of SwiftUI. You should be comfortable to build simple apps now, like a to-do list. If you want to try out your code in a real simulator, okay, make sure actually to so I'm going to show you. If I launch my simulator just like that, you'll see that wait a second, you will see that nothing is displayed. Okay, so actually in order to display the content, you need to fill in the content view array, which is here. Let me show you. So we're going to select this array, okay, which contains our data, and I'm just simply going to paste it here. Okay, and now if I relaunch my simulator, normally we should have all our players in the simulator. Okay, as you can see, it works. So on the right side you have you have the preview, okay, and on the left side you have the simulator, and both work perfectly.